there you go, boys and girls. There's a familiar sound. This time it's not the Hyundai. Yeah. So there you go. Exhaust leak. Kia Soul. Woo! Another one to do. So this one's beside the highway, and Jake's partner Deanna, she didn't want to drive it. His common law wife. Screw that partner noise. Anyway, she didn't want to drive it the rest of the way to work, so Sherry and Deanna, they use the Hyundai Accent to get up there. So this will be another repair job we got to do, is replace. I haven't driven this since we did all the front end work on it. Wow, it drives nice though. I mean, as nice as you're ever going to get on New Brunswick roads. Loud though. I wonder where this one blew apart. It has, I think it has the same affliction. That would be rusted joints. It's not throwing an engine code, so I think we're okay from the cat up to the exhaust manifold. Normally you'll get an engine code if that's where it where it's gone, but yeah. I mean, there's no bumping and clanging. This thing's amazing now. Like, holy smokes. I'm really impressed. I can't believe it. Where are we? What's the odometer say? Whoa, there's the odometer. Flip that around. 240,000. What do we got? 240,986 clicks on the odometer. So yeah, this will be another exhaust repair. I don't know if we'll video this one. We'll see. Yeah. Just a terrible noise, isn't it? Oh, it's killing me. Okay, like, subscribe, ring the bell. We'll see if we're going to continue on with this one. So while we got it running here, I thought I'd check the AC performance. Because I don't know why, but when I picked the car up, it was on the high side of the road running. But it was awful muggy, so we're at 40, maybe 42. What does that read? Yeah, it looks like 42. That's pretty good. We'll take that, so we know the AC is working good. Shift cable's real stiff, so we have some problem at maybe at the transmission or at the shift handle. It's really stiff, so I'll check that out. But like I said before, the car goes down the road amazing now with all the front end work we did. We did lower control arms, we did inner tie rod ends, we did stabilizer links. What else we do? I'm missing something. Oh, strut assemblies. So yeah, front end's beautiful. No problem at all. I like it. So I'm gonna get it up on the ramps and see if I can have a look at what's going on with the exhaust. But I'm gonna spray that switch down on the transmission first with some lubricant, see how that works. Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, friends, neighbors, and loved ones, we got her up on the ramp. So these are Rhino ramps that we're using. We don't have a hoist, so, and then this is a lot better than just pop it up on the jacks. You know, easier than jacking it up and getting it on the jack stand. So I'm going to shut it off now, and then I'll get the Jeepers Creepers out. Thanks Watch West Work for that. And then we're going to power down the engine like Rayman Ray. We're already popping the hood, so that's already done. Wow, it was cold in here. The glass was starting to fog up on the outside. AC is amazing in these Kias. I don't know if that's indicative of all of them, but Lord Almighty, that well, that was good. I sprayed the I don't know if you can see it down there, that rusty bugger right there. That's for the shifter, but I'm gonna have to pull the air box out, I think, to get under there to get the end of the cable. I don't know, it's really stiff. That's most likely where it's stiff from. This Kia doesn't seem to be any different than um, any other Korean car, I guess. Power steering fluid's looking a little dark. Wow, is this thing ever built like the, you guys remember the Hyundai? If you look at the motors, they're scary similar. You know what I mean? Coil pack's the same, spark plug wires. And I know for sure we did plugs in this thing last go around, but that power steering fluid probably needs to be dumped. Maybe I'll do that, flush that out. Same thing, it's got crispy hose clamps everywhere, right? Because of the salt. There you can see the new strut. So yeah, I'm gonna spray that that clamp. And I have to take some of this stuff apart to get down there. So I'll just hit everything with some old WD. Let it creep in there, I guess, because you know we're gonna break it apart. Because I think, like I said, to get down at this guy right here, what I'm hosing now, to get into the cable, I need to pull the air box out. So we'll just let that sit for a while. Like I said, crusty clamps everywhere. Yeah, it's the salt. This baby's got cruise control. Boo yeah. And let's see what our brake fluid's at. Yeah, we could use a bit. So that means the pads are going down a bit. But yeah, I'll slide under there and let's see what's going on with the noisy exhaust system. Well, preliminary check on the exhaust system. It's failed right where I thought it would fail, just after the catalytic converter. The resonator pipe, it's a sub pipe assembly to the muffler. The flange rotted right off, so it's wide open, just like the Kia. Or just, sorry, this is the Kia, just like the Hyundai. And here what we have here. Rusted solid. Harley noise. Rusted solid, I can't get this to move at all. I'm going to try a pair of vice grips. I can't video this and do it at the same time, so what I'm going to do is put a set of vice grips on right here on this piece, the flat piece at the top. This is turning down here. I'll see if I can get this off without having to hunt down a clamp, which is not that big of a deal, but these are weird because I got this hump in here, right? So that's a problem. And I got to get this off to get down to the shift mechanism, the shift cable. So let's see if we can lube that up. All right, stand by. Can you see that? Look at that. Are you seeing that? It worked. There you go. Crusty.
What?
Alrighty. So we got the air box out of the way. I didn't video that because I didn't think you guys want to watch me dunking around. Lubed this point up. Took the rubber boot back off the cables. Fired, so you can see it there. Fired some ready. Yeah, so the WD-40 certainly helped lubricate things, and we got everything apart. So I didn't break anything off, which is a good thing because these are pretty rusty fasteners. So I'm going to get those fasteners cleaned up and put this back together, and I'll get back to you. Like I said, I don't see the point in videoing bolts going in. That's kind of boring. But there's lots of content out there if you want to watch bolts go in. Talk to you later. All right, boys and girls, this is a tough one. Underneath that car, on the catalytic converter, and that's the car out there, it's the Kia. The studs in the catalytic converter were all crusted up, all rusted. I don't know what they were. I a half 13 die down the studs to get rid of all the crust and garbage. And then I figured it out. It's kind of M12 by 1.5. So it seemed to work. I seemed to be able to run them down. I didn't video all that because I've been at it for 2 hours and it's a real nightmare. The only other alternative I have to do is cut the studs off and try to drill. I don't know what the material is. I don't know the difficulty of trying to drill laying down on my back under a car with the other end of the exhaust, or that end of the exhaust, moving all over the place. So I'm trying this. I don't have any M12 by 1.5 millimeter nuts, but I have these, and I believe these are Chevy motor mount nuts for the studs that go on a Chevy. If I remember correctly, they're 5/8, what's just 7/16, 20 fine thread. So I'm going to tap them out to M12-15. The tap's going tough, so that means it's cutting good threads. I don't know if it's going to screw down on the studs. Time will tell. But I'm 2 beers into it, and 2 hours later, I did finish off the shifter cable, lubed everything up under there, got all the studs or bolt fasteners all cleaned up, everything put back together again. But this is where I'm at now. It's like I've been all afternoon on it. Went home for lunch for an hour, and then yeah, back at it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'll let you know if it works. I'm gonna try one first rather than waste my time. I don't know, maybe I'll do both. Try slide under there and see what happens. Oh, and it is brutally hot out, so there's that to contend with. I'm lying on my back. I got a problem with my lower back getting up off the ground, so I haven't had to call 911 yet, but it's a possibility the way this job is going. Failing that, we have to take out the converter. Now the lead pipe that comes off the manifold, this is like plumbing. Everything's rusty, 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 rusty. 10-year, 15-year-old, what is this thing's 525. She's 2010, so she's 12 years old. 13 years old, so things are getting crusty under there. So I'm going to keep trying with this, and the only reason why I'm doing this, I don't have any metric fasteners. I mean, I probably do, but most of it's bolts. And we're in northern New Brunswick, and you might as well be, I don't know, in the Antarctic Circle, because you can't get jack around here. Everything's delivered in. And I'm trying to get this car back on the road, so. Okay, let me get back to it. More hammer, less grammar. I'll talk to you in a bit. Oh, there it is. It's the best I can do with it. I think it still has a slight leak to it. But, yeah, it's got a leak. You can hear it. But there it is. That's the repair. The flange on the muffler, on the resonator side, it's pretty tough. Right now, that's the best I can do. We got to pull that cat out, and you see them studs? They're pooched. We got to be able to drill those studs out and put bolts in there. But I'm really suspect. I don't want to change the cat. The cat's really expensive, 300 bucks. And the resonator seems to be, all the rest of it seems to be okay. Now I'm assuming down there you're going to run into the same issue with flange failure. It's the same on the Hyundai. It's okay for now. It'll do what it needs to do. And I don't know, we might be able to cut, there is a repair up right there. That's a repair flex joint. What I might just do is cut it there, pull that section of pipe that goes under the cross member, pull all that out with the cat. Then we got the cat on the bench, then we can drill that out, but we're going to need some more parts to do that. And I believe that's a 2-inch ID flex stuffed over the, well, not stuffed, sorry, put over the 1 3/4 inch, 1 7/8 pipe. Anyway, that's where we are. It's back up for now. It's reconnected. One stud felt good, the other one, meh. I'll be surprised if it holds on. So there we are. It's not throwing an engine coat, so that'll be good for a while. All right, I'm going to close this video. I'm just amazed at the stuff that you got to do, like making bolts or making nuts and you know, magical stuff like that. But you know, you only live once, and that's life on the North Shore. Homestead exhaust repair. Holy cow! I'm getting tired of it. Talk to you soon. Bye now. Oh yeah. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the bell. I need some subscribers. We got to get her up. I want to get her to 2,000. Can you imagine that? 2,000 subscriptions? I can't remember how many. We're 400 away? Maybe 400 away. I know we can do it. Lots of views. Okay, I'm closing the video out. Thanks, Rainman Ray, and Watch West Work for all your inspiration. And I've learned lots from both of you guys. Cheers. Bye now. Bonus road test video segment. Yeah, it's okay. Customer complaint was motor was extremely loud and there was no power. I have no problem with power. I'm doing 100K right now, following this camper deal. 100K is 62 for you American friends. And yeah, we seem to be. So I'm going to call this one a success, and I'm just going to drop the car off now. It's gone a little bit of an extended road test to be about 20 miles. Make sure that everything is okay. Well, 15 miles. Make sure everything is okay. I'll drop it off where the lady works, and we'll be good. So that's all for now. Again, have a great day, and cheers.